In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Friday, July 12th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our July 12th MLB bet slate we got going on for Friday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetShetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 6.93 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we are well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. So guys, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a broader audience. If you're not subscribed right now, you guys are absolutely missing out on the community that we're building on YouTube and on Patreon as well. All right, so speaking of that Patreon, we're going to go to that right now. It was an rough day. I'm going to say a rough day. We had a really good start here with the main parlay, Cincinnati Reds and Tigers, and I love the Tigers as well. I put them separately. We went 1 out of 4 for the parlays, just to let you guys know. There's ups and downs every single day, but we were fine the past couple of days. Good start, rough ending here. Maybe we'll see with the last 3 games. We had some guys in the chat throw out some parlays. Hopefully that can come through, and then we can have a pretty solid day ending wise. But that's the whole community here. It's me putting up plays. It's everyone else putting up plays. Everyone bouncing off each other so we can get to the bag. All right. So if you want to have access to the daily bets, the futures, and that chat, you sign up right now to the Patreon link down below. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. First game up in Citizens Bank Park here. We have the Philadelphia Phillies 61-32 going up against the Oakland Athletics 35-59. Right now we have the current odds here. Philadelphia Phillies comfortable home favorites -270 on that money line with the comeback of the Oakland Athletics at a +220. Total set at 8.5. Okay. For the pitching matchup here, we have Hogan Harris, a lefty. Going up against Ranger Suarez, another lefty here. Harris has been 1-3 with a 3.22 ERA, a 1.34 WHIP. Ranger Suarez has been phenomenal, 10-3 with a 2.58 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. So we have Harris, who's been pretty solid this year. But when you're looking at his numbers, there's a lot of regression coming his way. Right now, he's having an issue against lefties with a 1.04 home run per 9. That's not that bad, but the batting average is at 286, and the whip is at almost 2 at 1.73. So he's definitely giving up a lot of hits to lefties here. And against righties, he's giving up more power, a 1.25 home run per 9, a 1.25 whip. But the xFIP is really high at a 5.06. All right, so those are big question marks here going up against this very potent Philadelphia Phillies offense here. And Ranger Suarez has been elite this year, as you can look at his numbers. And he's already been the clear-cut number 1 for this Philadelphia Phillies team that has Sanchez and Nola and so many names, and Wheeler as well. This Philadelphia Phillies rotation is elite here. Plus, you got on top of the fact the Oakland Athletics are bottom 5 against lefties. That does not bode well for them. So give me the money line of the Phillies. Give me the -1.5 as well for the Phillies. And if I'm going towards the over/under, I think the Phillies get towards Hogan Harris and they get to that bullpen. So give me the over 8.5 runs. In Tropicana Field here, we have the Tampa Bay Rays, 45-47, going up against the Cleveland Guardians, 57-35. We have for this game for the odds, Rays slight favorites -140 with the comeback of the Guardians at a +115. Total runs set at 8. For the public bet percentage here, 87% of the bets, 99% of the money towards the Tampa Bay Rays. All right. For the total runs, we have 71% of the bets, 74% of the money towards that over 8 runs as well. All right. Starting pitching matchup here, Carlos Carrasco, 3-6 with a 5.22. Going up against Taj Bradley, 3-4 with a 3.23 ERA. Every time we see Carrasco on the mound is a perfect spot to take full advantage of the Guardians here. He's been a gas can all year, and he continues to be. Despite the fact he's had some good starts here and there, he's still giving up a lot of home runs, all right? So against righties, he's given up a 1.66 home run per 9, an xFIP at 4.57. Against lefties, a 1.19 home run per 9, a 1.54 whip, and an xFIP at 4.42. So across the board here, bad against lefties, bad against righties. Taj Bradley, on the other hand, he has a lot of home road splits here. Struggles on the road, but is absolutely phenomenal at home in Tampa Bay with a 1.76 ERA. I love Taj Bradley here. He has very good strikeout stuff here. So Taj Bradley, if you're looking at his props, this is a perfect spot for him going up against these Guardians. So give me the Rays on the money line at -140 and give me the under 8 runs. In Oracle Park here, we have the Baltimore Orioles here, 57-36, going up against the New York Yankees, 56-38. Both of these teams coming in struggling. Orioles struggled against the Cubs. Yankees are struggling against the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, they still can't win series. All right, this Yankees team has been going through a lot the past 20 some odd games here. Looking at the current odds right now, we have the Yankees as slight road favorites, -140. That's because Garrett Cole's on the mound with the comeback of the Baltimore Orioles at a +120. Total is not currently on right now. I would imagine this total will be around that 9 range. When you look at both of these ERAs for Cole and Povich, it is pretty high, but we're going to dig in a little bit deeper, okay, about these two guys, all right? Garrett Cole, 1-1 with a 6.75 ERA, a 1.62 whip. He is not pitched well coming back from his injury. Cade Povich, a lefty, 1-3 with a 6.51 ERA, a 1.48 whip as well. He's pitched a little bit better. He just happened to get rocked in his last game against the Oakland Athletics, literally. So he's been solid, like I said, but against the Athletics, he gave up 8 earned runs in 1 inning. So literally that destroyed his ERA. He gave up 2 home runs in that game. But if we look back, he's been having solid numbers here, great outings, dominated the Yankees already this year, and his ERA at home is elite at a 2.30 ERA. So some positive signs here for Cade Povich. Hopefully he can bounce back from that poor performance against the Athletics. Garrett Cole has absolutely struggled this season, all right? The thing about Cole is, yes, he has a great pedigree, but did they rush him back? That is the major question here, because he has not been able to put things together at all. He only made it to 5 innings pitched in 1 out of his first 4 games. That's not good. And right now he's given up to lefties a 3.52, to righties a 3.52 home run per 9, and against lefties he's given up a batting average at 310, a whip at 1.86. So these are a lot of question marks here. I don't know if they got the correct favorite here. They only giving the Yankees the favorite because you got the name of Garrett Cole compared to Cade Povich. All right, there's more positive signs here. Give me the Orioles as underdogs at that +120. I'm not gonna be able to trust the Yankees right now at this moment. So give me the Baltimore Orioles on the money line, +120. And if I had to go with the over-under on the total, give me the I would consider that. I'll give me the under on the total. Hopefully this total's around that 9 range. If it's 9 and 9.5, give me the under on the total. If it's at between 7 and 8, I would consider the over. But if it's 9.5 to give me a little bit of leeway here, give me the under in the total. In Citi Field, we have the red hot New York Mets right now, 47-45, going up against the Colorado Rockies, 33-61. Looking at the current odds, Mets minus 250 on the money line with the comeback of the Rockies at a plus 195. Total runs set at 9. All right. Public bet percentage here, 95% of the bets all over the Mets, but sharps and public are coming in on the Rockies as underdogs here with 53% of the money towards the Rockies. Very shocking to see that there. Total runs, 87% of the bets, 88% of the money towards the over 9 runs. All right. For the pitching matchup here, Tanner Gordon, 0-1 with a 7.11 ERA. He only had one start so far this year, going up against Sean Manaea, 5-3 with a 3.43 ERA. He's been pretty much the ace of the Mets between him, Luis Severino. Those guys have been pitching very well for the New York Mets right now, and they're the strong suit of this rotation with these winning streak that this Mets team has gone on in the past 25 games. And he's even stronger against righties at home. So this is a good spot for Sean Manaea. Tanner Gordon, on the other hand, we don't have that much information about him right now. He's only had that one start against the Kansas City Royals. It was 6 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, and 2 home runs. So it's gonna be curious to see what he comes out with against these Mets, the red hot Mets here. But I think this is a good spot for the Mets to try to finish the first half of the season strong, take advantage of a young starter in Tanner Gordon, who's still trying to learn the ins and outs of the majors here. So I think the Mets will hop on the Rockies often and early. Mets on the money line, Mets minus 1.5, and I would lean towards that over 9 runs. In the Great American Small Park here, Cincinnati Reds 45-49, going up against the Miami Marlins 32-60. Looking at the current odds right now, we have Reds as home favorites minus 150 on that money line with the comeback of the Marlins at a plus 125. Total runs set at 9.5 for that public bet percentage here. No information right now on that money line. But for the total runs, we have 64% of the bets, 74% of the money coming towards the over 9.5. All right, very interesting pitching matchup here. Yanni Chirinos, no record right now, 4.19 ERA, going up against Carson Spires here, 2-2 with a 3.64 ERA. Now, when we're looking at this one here, I'm telling you right now, I love the over. So I'm going to agree with the percentage of the money here is coming in more towards that over 9.5. For Carson Spires here, he has struggled this year. In his last 4 games, he's given up 12 earned runs. That's a big problem here, especially when you're talking about hitting in the ballpark in Cincinnati. And he has a major issue against the lefties, a 1.93 home run per 9, a batting average at 305. A whip at 1.57. And then Chirinos, on the other hand, he's been giving up some home runs to both lefties and righties. So big numbers here to both lefties and righties that he's given up. Not home runs, hits. All right. So when we're looking at his numbers, he's given up a 300 batting average to both lefties and righties, and his whip is at 1.6 to both lefties and righties. So this is going to allow the Cincinnati Reds to have guys in scoring position, man on second, man on first and third. All right, the rate of hits he's given up is very, very concerning here, and it's only going to bode well for the Cincinnati Reds. And that ERA, which is 4.19, can really balloon up to something really crazy if he's going up against the right couple batters here. And Cincinnati is that type of lineup where if you make a mistake, that ball's going all the way to the stands. All right, and that's three earned runs turns into 6 to 7 very, very quickly here. So I love the over. Trying to figure out who's going to win this game is going to be tough. I would lean towards the Reds, slight lean to Reds, but my favorite play is going to be the over 9.5 in this one when we're looking at Chirinos and Spires. In the Minute Maid Park here, Houston Astros 48-44 going against the Texas Rangers 44-49. Looking at the odds right now, we have the Astros minus 150 on that money line with the comeback of the Texas Rangers at a plus 125. Total runs set at 8. All right. For the public bet percentage, 93% of the bets coming in on the Houston Astros, but a lot of public money and sharps are coming in on the Texas Rangers here when we're looking at the money. 56% of that money coming in on the Texas Rangers. Looking at the total, 74% of the bets, 75% of the money towards the over 8 runs here. All right. Starting pitching matchup here, Andrew Heaney, 3-9 with a 3.80 ERA, going against Hunter Brown, 6-6 with a 4.48 ERA. Andrew Heaney, he's better on the road with a 3.40 ERA. He does have a little bit of a problem to righties with power with a 1.35 home run per 9. He's given up some hits to lefties as well. The whip is at a 2 and the batting average is at 330. So some spots here where the Astros could hit up Andrew Heaney. It's not a guarantee, but those are his weaknesses. Hunter Brown, on the other hand, he pitches better at home. So we got the two strong suits here between Andrew Heaney pitching strong on the road and Hunter Brown pitching strong at home. But these are their little issues, all right? So Hunter Brown, he has a problem against with power as well. 1.54 home run per 9 against righties and a 1.37 home run per 9 against lefties. In this spot here, I like the under 8 because we got the strong suits of both pitchers here. I think this total stays under 8. If I'm going with a winner in this one, I would slightly lean to the Texas Rangers here. This is going to be a battle between two pretty good teams, between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. So give me the underdog here, Texas Rangers. Give me the +1.5. We're going to keep it safe here. Rangers +1.5. I think this is going to be a close game. And give me the under 8 runs. In Petco Park here, we have the San Diego Padres, 49-47, going up against the Atlanta Braves, 51-40. Right now, we have road favorites. Looking at the odds, Braves -135 on the money line with the comeback of the Padres at a +110. Total runs set at 8.5. For the public bet percentage here, 77% of the bets coming in on Atlanta, but we have a big number here, 67% of the money on the Padres. So sharps and public on the Padres side as underdogs. Total runs at 8.5. 80% of the bets, 75% of the money towards the over 8.5. All right. Spencer Schwallenbach, 2-4, 5.02 ERA, going against Randy Vasquez, 2-4 with a 4.66 ERA here. Schwallenbach has been okay this year. All right. Despite his ERA, he's been better than expected. All right. His issue is against lefties, a 1.60 whip against lefties currently. And he's given up a 333 batting average as well. All right. But there is going to be some progression when you're looking at his expected numbers. So that's the positive suit for Spencer Schwallenbach. Randy Vasquez, on the other hand, he has super extreme problems against lefties. All right. So the lefties in the Atlanta Braves offense are in a very good spot here. Despite the fact that he pitches better at home, he's given up. These are home numbers against lefties. A 2.38 home run per 9, a batting average at 434, a whip at 2.47, the BABIP at 435, and the xFIP at 6. Oh my God. So lefties. If I see 4 lefties in the lineup for the Braves, give me the Braves, all right? Give me the Braves on the money line at that -135. And I love the over 8.5 this one. If Schwallenbach wants to give up some runs, he definitely could if we're looking at him going up against lefties, but especially Randy Vasquez here. He's going to be in big trouble. Give me that over 8.5 and give me the Braves on the money line. In Busch Stadium here, we have the St. Louis Cardinals, 48-44, going up against the Chicago Cubs, 45-49. For the current odds right now, we have the St. Louis Cardinals -195 on that money line. So sizable favorites here with Sonny Gray on the mound. The comeback of the Cubs are at a +165. Total set at 8.5. All right. Pitching matchup here, Kyle Hendricks, 1-7 with a 7.53 ERA, a 1.58 whip. Going to be against Sonny Gray, 9-5 with a 3.30 ERA and a 1.04 whip. Kyle Hendricks has been absolutely putrid this year. Usually in seasons prior, you see Kyle Hendricks on the mound. If he's pitching in Chicago, he tends to pitch well, especially if that wind was blowing in. But now, this season has been a completely different story. and he has major issues against left-handed hitters. A 3.94, yes, a 3.94 home run per nine, a batting average at 308, a whip at 1.5, and the xFIP at 5.40. That is absolutely horrible. And he's bad against righties too. So there's no leeway here when we're talking about lefties and righties with Kyle Hendricks. On the other side, Sonny Gray has been phenomenal, especially at home. All right, his home ERA is at a 1.90. And his home road split, so it's a little bit different. On the road, it's around that 3 to 4 range, but that home ERA is outstanding, and he dominates righties as well. A 37% K rate against righties, so definitely look for his props here against the Cubs, who are coming off. They're going to be way over their head after sweeping the Baltimore Orioles, and now they're going to face the St. Louis Cardinals, a division matchup here, and they're going to see Sonny Gray, and Sonny Gray is going to dominate. So give me the St. Louis Cardinals on that money line. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals minus 1.5, and if I had to go with the under over, give me the under 8.5 runs. So those are going to be our selections for the Friday slate in MLB. Let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are some props you're going to be going for on Friday as well? Maybe you just want to say what's up. I'll say what's up back. Also, if you want to have access to that Patreon, don't forget that you're gonna have daily bets, you're gonna have future bets, and you're gonna have access to that chat as well. And I'll be back with another video very, very soon. All right, peace out.